Oh, hey there, folks. It's me again. So I thought I'd make another video today, and thought maybe we'll take a little break from the knives. Not a huge break. We're going to see some knives, but this video is not going to be about knives. I had done a video a while back about little Max Edition Mini EDC pouch, and carry that every day. It's a great pouch. But I got thinking, sometimes you don't really have to spend a lot of money for your EDC gear. I got a lot of stuff that's quite inexpensive. And it got me thinking of these pouches here. Now, if you spend any time on Amazon looking for EDC gear, you've seen a ton of these pouches. And I know on Canadian Amazon, I've seen them range anywhere from $12 to $30. Sometimes you can get a pair of them for around $20. So that's a pretty good price for something like that. And typically, I think they tend to be just like generically made. There's one manufacturer making them, or a couple of manufacturers making them, and then all these other companies can just buy them up and slap their logo on there and sell it as their own, because you see a lot of different people selling them, and they're pretty much all the same bag. So I thought we'd take a quick look at one of these today and see if there's something in there of value to you. Let's spin this camera around and have a look-see. Okay, so to start with, these pouches are not going to be a pocket carry item. They're just a little bit too big for that, I think, unless you have some really big pockets. I mean, this one sits at about, I'd say, a good 5 inches wide, about 7 inches high, and 3 inches deep or better. Now, they do not come with this carabiner. That's something I've stuck on there, but they are all equipped. So you can strap that onto a backpack, a vest. You got a all equipped vest. I have this one set up for a belt carry, but I do have two on the front of my work bag. I have two on the front of my gym bag. I'll often put my cell phone in the pouch on one and my wallet in the front pouch on the other. And like I said, these straps are adjustable, so you can cinch that down over whatever item you put in there. These pouches are elastic, so they'll stretch for larger items. And if you're putting something in there that doesn't take up the full pouch, then you can take maybe a flashlight like this and clip that there, or you could take something else and nestle it alongside your cell phone, your wallet, or whatever. One potential downside that may turn some people off is they are only top open. Whereas something like your Max Edition Mini opens up and like a clamshell, folds open. So that may be a deterrent for some people. But you do have a lot of space in these. Now, I don't know necessarily what I have in this one, but it'll be a surprise for all of us. But you get two zip open pouches. And are they really high-end, expensive zippers? No. But they're smooth. And I have several of these, and I've never had a zipper break or stick. Now, if you go inside, let's see, what do we got in here? You have your main pocket, and then you have another little side pouch inside of the pocket. So I've got in here some latex gloves. I've got the old notebook. I've got a little first aid quick reference book. I've got a comb in case the beard starts to get squirrely. And pencil. Well, you just never know. And another pin. So you can see there, you've got that little pouch in there on the side. So that gives you the opportunity to have a divider for some of your stuff. We get back here, we got some earplugs. Got everybody's favorite, the Altoids tin, with one lonely little fire starter in there. But you can search YouTube and find 1,000,001 different ways to modify or store things with an Altoids tin. We've got a multi-compartment aluminum pill bottle. You can put pills in that. You could put tinder for starting a fire in there. I've got another little tin, some matches in it, a lighter. What do we got here? Little thing of, that's powdered jute twine for starting fires with a ferro rod. So you got two good sized pouches here, like I say, with the side pouches in there so you can organize stuff. And you can kit these up whatever way you want. You could kit one up as a full first aid kit that you'd keep in your vehicle or keep with your backpack. You can stick a hank in there, stick some pretty good sized knives in there. So you can put a flashlight in there, maybe a more traditional knife with a slip. I mean, you can kit these out whatever way you want, and you can have several kitted several different ways. And considering, I mean, you can pick up two of these on Amazon in Canada for, between $20 and $30. I think that's a pretty good deal. I get a lot of use out of these, and I've never had any problem with them. The one thing with anything that gets hot and popular, things get trendy. And when things get trendy, things get expensive. And there's always going to be, I mean, there are dozens of companies out there making EDC gear, EDC pouches, EDC this, EDC that. Because right now, EDC is a pretty hot thing. It's a pretty trendy thing. You've got people gearing up for EDC for the woods, EDC for going to work in a factory. You got people doing EDC for a night out on the town in the city. It's a pretty hot topic right now. So with that comes EDC pouches that might cost you $100 or more. And sure, they're great. Don't get me wrong. They will have excellent stitching. They will have canvas that's wax treated or somehow otherwise waterproofed or weatherized. They'll have really expensive zippers with really cool names that sound like space shuttle kind of stuff. And all that's great. Now, if that's your thing, by all means. But not everybody has a budget that lets them operate at that level. And something like this, like I said, you can take a little waterproofing spray that whole thing down, and now you got a waterproof pouch. So I think, you know what? If you want to get into EDC, and I think everybody should, it's good to be prepared. It's good to have the gear with you that you might need in certain situations. But if you're just getting into it for the first time, you don't necessarily need to go out and spend a fortune. Get some more basic, more inexpensive gear and see if that's something that you actually enjoy. Why go out and spend $300 on a knife and $150 on a pouch, and then find out a month later that, yeah, I really don't like carrying this pouch around, or I really don't have a use for this knife or whatever. Start small, start inexpensive, and then if you find you really enjoy it, then start researching and investing in some more expensive, likely better gear. But you know what? I've been hiking and traveling to the woods for most of my life. I've always had the prepared mindset. I You should see me if I pack to go away for the weekend. I've got 2 or 3 bags because I might need this, I might need that, I might need this, I might need that. Drives the girlfriend crazy. So having that experience, I still I have several of these bags and they work well for me. So maybe they're not for everybody. Maybe some people are going to scoff and say, "Oh, that's just some cheap, crappy made thing." Yeah, it is a cheap thing. It doesn't cost much, but I've yet to have one break, and I've gotten a lot of use out of them. So, and that said, you know what? Fill one of these things up with the gear that you're going to need because it's pretty handy to have the gear you need. It's pretty good to be handy because we need more handy people around these days. Snuck that in there. Right? That said, I hope you all have a great day. If you liked the video, drop a little like on it if you wouldn't mind. If you agree with me or you disagree with me, put either one down in the comments. I'll listen to both sides and I'll respond to everything. And if you'd like to see more, then please do consider subscribing to the channel. That said, y'all have a fabulous day.